Қазіргі сабақты бастамас бұрын сілтемедегі слайдты ашып алыңыз. How are you guys? I hope that last types of sentences was understandable for you. Today's topic is relative clause. As you can see, we have started talking about very advanced grammar. Why? Because you will meet them in your SAT examination, and really today's lesson will help you in that. Not only today's, but forwarding 20 lessons. Okay? If you cannot understand my speech, don't worry, just below the speed and listen, because you should train your listening skills very thoughtfully, carefully, okay? So what is relative clause and why does it stand for? Relative clause is a part of the sentence that is not needed. So in this sentence, we have the part without which sentence can be simple, independent, complete, whatever you can say. Okay? Let's look at the example. The tiger ate my aunt earlier today. Yes, you can see that it's a very silly sentence, but it's a sentence. Okay, the tiger is our subject, whereas ate is verb. You are right. Now let's look at the second sentence. The tiger that was hungry ate my aunt earlier today. Look, we know that if the tiger ate your aunt, it was hungry, right? So this part that is underlined, that was hungry, is not needed here. Next, after escaping, the tiger that was hungry ate my aunt, who was nice and juicy earlier today. Yeah, it's very stupid sentence, guys, but here it can be actually real. So after escaping, it means the tiger after escaping and ate your aunt, who aunt was nice and juicy earlier today. So you can see that the main point is that the tiger ate your aunt. That is all. Other parts are not needed. They are just relative clause. Okay? So because the main information and complete sentence sounds like the tiger ate my aunt earlier today. That is all. Now let's do some exercises in order to get the full understanding of the relative clause. Firstly, what should we do here? Cross out all the comma phrases and relative clauses. What's left should be still grammatically complete sentence. So what does it mean, grammatically complete sentence? It's just a simple sentence including what? Including subject and verb. Even though the meaning may off as incomplete. The first one is done for you here. We should just left subject and verb, and other parts are just not needed. Okay, comma can help us here, but sometimes be very careful. Some subordinate conjunction just don't need a comma. First, let's look at the example. Although it may be better mankind, some critics of animal testing, which is sometimes harmful to the animals, claim it is cruel and inhuman. So, although it may be better mankind is not needed here. What is our subject? Some critics. Not just critics, but critics of animal testing. This information is needed, okay? And it's our noun, subject. Let's search for a verb. Claim. Claim is cruel and inhuman, okay? So it means we should left this part and just take away, although it may be mankind, so the sentence before, the part of the sentence before the comma, and the part of the sentence between commas. Next, after running the Boston Marathon, Jack Guinness drank all the water that was left in his bottle and fell to his knees. Look here. After running the Boston Marathon is not needed. Now let's just search for the subject. Subject is Jack Kunis. Yeah. Drank all the water. Drank all the water. That is all. Jack Kunis drank all the water is enough for us. The water that was left in his bottle, we don't need this information actually. Why? Because there is a conjunction that. It means this sentence is just independent clause. Dependent clause is not needed here in our search. The third. The lost ship and its treasure that had fallen to the bottom of the ocean were never found again. Let's search for subject verb. The lost ship and its treasure is our subject. And that, be careful, that had fallen to were never found again. So, that is right. Where is our verb? The lost ship and its treasure, subject, were never found again, verb. That is all. Other part is not needed in our case. Frank, in addition to his cousins, suffers from a condition known as hypersomestic syndrome, which prevents one from ever forgetting anything. Look here. You may be thinking that this sentence is very long, you cannot understand, right? It's totally okay here. Frank is our subject, and verb suffers from a condition known as hypersomestic syndrome. That is all. Other part is not needed. The main information we need here is that Frank suffers from a condition known as hypersomestic. That is all. Next, starting at the age of 10, Mrs. Smith kept a daily diary which allowed her to recall the happy memories in life. Okay, Mrs. Smith kept a daily diary. Mrs. Smith is subject, kept a daily diary, whereas is verb. That is all. Other parts after the comma, before the comma is not needed. For years, the chairman remained anonymous, referred to only initials even within his inner circles. Okay, chairman with subject, anonymous, remained anonymous, it's verb. It means other part is not needed. Very good. Okay. Number 7. Students whose grades are low will have to report to me, the principal of the school. Let's search for the noun. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you are right. Students. Students. And maybe you were thinking there is a who, that's a pronoun or a subordinate conjunction we don't need. No. This information is needed because not every student can go to the principal, to the director of the school. Only the ones who have low grades can. That's why students whose grades are low, it's noun, will have to report as verb. Next. Every detail about every day since 1976, ranging from the time she got up to what she ate, has forever ingrained itself into her mind. That is a very long sentence. You don't need every information here. The main information is, however, here every detail about since 1967, every detail is our subject, has forever ingrained itself into her mind is noun. That is all. Next, number 9. Ever since all internet games which were previously blocked, the library has been the place Everybody wants to be the nowadays. Okay. So, has been is verb, the library, noun. Other parts are not needed. It's relative clause. Next, number 10. With such sadness occupying her thoughts, Erica, a poor single mother of two, struggles to sleep at night even when the babies themselves are fast asleep. Yeah, very poor situation. Okay, it's very pity. Erica is our subject, and struggles to sleep at night is a verb. Other parts are not needed. So guys, I hope that you understood the main point of relative clause. Just you may be thinking why we need it. You really need this on your examination, or just when you read some literature in English language. Okay, that's why. Don't worry, it's like very useful for you. Here, from number 11 and 15 will be your homework. Just train as I have done for you, and be very careful. You will need it for sure. Okay. And also, if you will know relative clause, you won't have any difficulty after with some in our other topics. So let's move on.